Today we are going to solve Leetcode number 5, longest palindromic substring. So basically, we've been given a string and we are asked to find the longest palindrome in that string. Um, that is a substring of the bigger string. So the first example we've been given BABAD, right? So clearly, just by looking at it, we can identify two substrings, right? We can see that two palindromes that are substring. This and this, right? So, one way we can use a two-pointer system, two-pointer approach to solve this. But another thing we should also take into consideration is when we are looping through this, right, at any point, we consider that point the center of the array. So we can have right and left pointer at this point, and then we spread it out, right? The right pointer will go this way, and then the left pointer will go this way. So right pointer goes this way, and then the left pointer goes that way. So here we can see that the B alone, so the B is going to be the palindrome 1. And then we come in here, right will go here, right? And left will go here. So we have A in the middle. We go here, we get B. Left goes here, we get another B. So we get bar, right? So we get a palindrome. Now we record the length of this palindrome and keep it. Now we come in here, we come to this one. We consider B as the center. Now the right goes to grab A, the left goes to grab another A. So we have A bar as another palindrome, right? So while we choose that point as the center and keep spreading the left and the right, they should be equal. So long as they are equal, it is a palindrome, and we record the length and we use that, right? We use the right and the left pointer. Clearly we know that right minus left plus 1 will give us the length of what palindrome we get at any point in time, right? So if this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so the first one, the red one, it is going to be the right is 2 minus the left, that is 0 plus 1, it's going to be 3. For the green one, it is going to be 3 minus 1 plus 1, that's also going to be 3, right? And then we can use substring. So we use like the left and then the right plus 1 to get the substring we are looking to get, the palindrome that we want to get from here. So basically that is the main thing we should know. At any point we consider that point as the center and then spread the left and the right. Now let's look at the second example. Second example is CBBD. Now when we stand here, we apply the same approach here, it wouldn't work, because when we get here, C will be a palindrome, all right? But B2 will be a palindrome, but when we go left, we get a C, we go here, we get a B, right? This is odd. This is an odd length, so we're able to pick one as the middle and get there. But here it's even. So we can say the left is here and then the right is here. In that case, we get a palindrome. So whatever input we get, we must solve it as if it is an odd length and an even length, because the question is not specifying whether we are going to get just one of those. So we solve it for both and get the longest that we can get out of it, right? and then compare the answers and return the longest one. So let's go and see how we can represent this in code. So first, let's write a function to get our palindrome for us. So let's do get palindrome. We need a left, a right, and then the string itself. The results we are going to return at this point in time is an empty string, and then the length of the result, set it to 0 at now. So while this is where we treat each point as the center and then spread it out, right? So while left is greater or equal to 0 and right is less than the length of s, and index left is equal to index right. This is a condition for a palindrome, right? If that is the case, we need to record the length that we found, and then we know that the length is right minus left plus 1. So if right minus left plus 1 is greater than the results length that we've already recorded, in this case we've set it as 0, so it's going to be greater than it, right? Then we have a new length, so we have a new palindrome that is longer. So results is now going to be left at the start and then the right plus 1, because right end is not inclusive, right? And then we record the new length, which is going to be right minus left plus 1. Now we are going to move the left back, and then we're going to move the right forward. Okay, we return results after. So that is it. Now we are going to write the function that collects the palindrome for us. So I in range len of s. Let's record our answer as an empty string at this point. So for I in range length of s, let's get our palindrome if it is odd. So get palindrome at I, and string s. And then results 2 is going to be get palindrome at I, and then I plus 1 at s. Okay. Now, if the length of res1 is greater than the length of answer, which at this point is an empty string, answer is now going to be equal to results 1. If the new answer is still less than result 2, then answer is now going to be equal to results 2. Then we return answer. Okay, so if you don't understand this concept, there's Leetcode 647, I think, palindromic substring. That this is just how you solve it. It's very similar. Instead of recording length, we're just going to record counts. So that is a very similar approach. So yeah, I think this is it. If I'm not missing anything, this should be all right. Yes, so this is how you solve for longest palindromic substring. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.